Hey, I have an idea. You want to play some bass lines with me? Yeah. Friends and neighbors, welcome back to the Brownstone. I've got an amazing little exercise that's going to help you to build bass lines and also recognize how you can put bass lines together using very specific notes. This is going to go back to a video that I did a long time ago where I talked about kind of a beginner's guide to soloing, where the concept of the video was all about, or the concept of the lesson was all about choosing a note and then choosing two notes on either side of that target note. We're going to do the same thing here, but this time we are going to target the chord tones of a C major 7 chord. This is great because you can do this with any scale, right? So we are working as usual with the C major scale. I've covered this many times in many videos. You know the C major scale. So with this exercise, we're going to be dealing with the chord tones of a C major 7 chord. What are the chord tones? We've got the root, C, the third, E, the fifth, G, and the seventh, B. Now, we're going to tie this in with that other video by choosing the two notes on either side of each of those chord tones. So even if I start down here with the root note, the C, I've got two notes above and two notes below. And I can even just think of the numbers, right? Because if I go C, D, E, that's the first note, second note, and third note of the scale, right? I'm choosing the C, and I'm choosing two notes above the C. And that's the first note, second note, and third note. So I can just think 1, 2, 3. And then I can choose the two notes below the C, which is C going down to the B at the second fret of the A string, and then the open A string. So there's B, that's the root. B is the seventh of the scale. And then A is the sixth of the scale, right? So that means I have these two phrases. I have the two notes above the C, and I have the two notes below the C, right? Does that make sense? I hope so, because now we're going to move on to the third. The third is the E at the second fret of the D string. Now, if I think of the numbers, I've got 3, 4, 5, and 3, 2, 1. So that's E to the F to the G, 3, 4, 5, and then E down to the C, down D at the fifth fret of the A string, and then the root note C. Make sense? I hope so. The next target note we're going to deal with is the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the G at the fifth fret of the D string, right? So that's the fifth, which means I can go 5, 6, 7, and 5, 4, 3. What are those notes? I go two notes above that fifth. That's G up to A, which is the sixth, up to B, which is the seventh. And then, if I'm moving two notes below the fifth, I've got G down to the F, down to the E. So those are my two phrases. At the fifth, I've got 5, 6, 7. And then if I go below, the two notes below the fifth, 5, 4, 3. And then we have one more note, and that's the seventh, the B at the fourth fret of the G string. Now, here, I've got 7, 8, 9, and then of course, 7, 6, 5. What are the notes? B, up to C, the root, and then D. And if I go below, the two notes below my seventh, I've got 7, which is B, A, the sixth, and G, the fifth. Now, we are going to play all of these notes, and then some, in the context of a bass line, so that you can really hear the melodic quality associated with these notes when we put them to music. And I'm going to do so with the help of Anna 2. I'm going to try something a little bit different, and I'm going to play, or we are going to play a groove that's based on a 6/8 time signature. If you don't know what that is, you'll hear it. You've heard it before. A lot of gospel music uses 6/8. A lot of R&B music uses 6/8. If you can remember D'Angelo's "How Does It Feel," songs like that. This is the groove that we're going to be working with today. So this is our groove, right? And I said it was a 6/8 time signature, which means we're counting 6 beats to the bar, 6/8 notes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if I apply the notes that we talked about before, I've got C, D, E, and C, B, A. So what I'll do is I'll play 1, 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 5, 6, 1. It'll sound like this. So first, I'll go 2 notes above and play root, 1, 2, 3, root, and then go down, 1, 7, 6. I'll play it again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Right? Let's move up to the third and do the same thing. I'll start on C, root, 3, 4, 5, root, 3, 2, 1. Sounds good, right? I'll play it again. So, root, 3, 4, 5, root, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll move up to the 5th of the scale and we'll do the same thing. 2 notes above, 2 notes below. Root, 5, 6, 7, root, 5, 4, 3. I'll play it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, root, 5, 6, 7, root, 5, 4, 3. Again, we're just targeting the 2 notes on either side of our chord tones. I'll move up to the 7th, which is the note B at the 4th fret of the G string, right? 2 notes above, 2 notes below. It sounds like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3. I start with the root and go 7, 8, 9, root. 7, 6, 5. I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, root. 7, 8, 9, root. 7, 6, 5. Right? That's the exercise. Now I'm going to string them all together. 1, 2, start from the root. 1. 2, moving up to the 3rd. Root. Now we're moving up to the 5th. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then finally the 7th, like this. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that you can hear the beautiful melodic quality associated with each of these patterns, because you can mix and match, put them all together in different ways, and create your own bass lines that can really sound super cool and unique to you, because the combinations are endless. Now, here's where things get super cool, because we've already gone through and established our chord tones. The chord tones being the root C, the 3rd E, the 5th G, and the 7th B. But here's the thing about those chord tones. There's the root C. Here's the 3rd E. But you know what? We have another E, right? We have the open E. Here's the 5th G. But we have another G, right? 3rd fret of the E string. And then the 7th B at the 4th fret of the G string. If we take that down to the octave, we have that B at the 2nd fret of the A string. So we can do the same exercise with the notes that appear below our root note, C. Now, since that E is an open E, we're not going to be able to play any notes below that. But we can play E, F, G. Already that sounds great. Sort of like Motown. 3, 4, 5, which is the same as 3, 4, 5. Right? So that's the third. The fifth is G. You can see that G appears at the third fret of the E string. So I can also play 5, 6, 7, which is something that you've heard a million times before. If I play that line, check it out. 5, 6, 7. Come on now. Now I can also go 5, 4, 3. And then the last note is going to be that seventh, which is the note B. And again, that B also appears at the second fret of the A string. So I can play 7, 8, 9, and I can play 7, 6, 5, which is B to the A to the G, and B to C to D. So that can be part of the exercise as well, starting from the C. Or 2 notes above and 2 notes below. 7, 8, 9, 7, 6, 5. Easy peasy, and so many options. All right, friends and neighbors, I know I've thrown a lot at you, so I'm going to leave it there with those beautiful chord tones that you can play in a multitude of ways, right? So have fun with this and take it at your own pace. This is really great for beginners, intermediate players, pros. There are so many ways that you can use this in writing contexts, making bass lines, improvising, soloing. Every aspect of your musicality can be challenged with this particular exercise. So I hope you like it, and I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to ask that if you like this video, then do click like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Many of you are watching these videos but are not subscribed to the channel. You can change that with one click. I don't know why I'm whispering. Also hit the notification bell to let you know when videos are coming out on this channel. There are a number of ways that you can donate as well, and I'll leave those links in the description box. And as always, I thank you for visiting me here in the Brownstone, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video very soon. Peace.